Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Crystal Clear 101 with another toy review with another Transformer, and this one is the Voyager class Fall of Cybertron Autobot Blaster with Steeljaw. Now, this one retails on average for about $19.99, $21.99, just depends on where you find it. But this one is another repaint using the Soundwave Sound Blaster mold. But this one is actually a very, very nicely done repaint. Now, let me go ahead and get Steeljaw out of the way. Now, I like that they actually include one of his classic, one of the classic characters with this one, because they also have two packs with Rewind, Eject, Ram Horn, and I can't remember what the fourth one is, but it's a laser beak repaint. They all look really good, though. But for Steeljaw's transformation, if you want to call that, just fold in his tail, fold up his leg, just rotate them like so. Fold up his head. And this, for me, is generally the only part I have trouble with, is just trying to fold his feet in. But after that, he just has a really sensitive spot on him, which is this little spot that's sticking out. Just press it, and he does a auto transformation. He's basically a glorified activator. But now I got him out of the way. Let me just go ahead and get him out of the way. But he does store in Blaster's chest compartment. Now, let me go ahead and get this out of the way so I can go ahead and show. As I said, the basic body is the same body that's used for the Soundwave and the Sound Blaster molds. However, they have done a couple of changes. Now, the first and obvious one is they actually changed the head. This actually has a G1-ish blaster head. That head sculpt is actually really good. It looks like a G1 blaster. Now, another thing that they changed, as far as overall looks go, they did change the chest piece on these. Now, Soundwave, Sound Blaster, they have almost like a cassette tape looking chest piece right here. These three little, I don't know what you call them, these three little pieces right here. Whereas this right here is actually more like what you saw on the G1 Blaster right here. Right down to the individual buttons right down here. Now, another thing that they did change, they actually did change the way that the wheels look between the two. Okay, here's Sound Blaster. This is the same wheel also that's used on Soundwave. Now, let me go ahead and bring in Blaster. As you can see, they're two totally different wheel designs. Matter of fact, the center of the spoke right here. Let me see if I can get that in focus. There we go. It actually does kind of resemble the Autobot emblem for the most part. Now, another thing is they actually, my Sound Blaster right here only came with a shoulder cannon. This one does have basically his G1 style rifle, and that I actually thought was pretty cool. Now, another thing about this blaster I really do like overall is its color scheme. But I just find this particular color scheme rather attractive on this particular figure. Now, before I go any further, let me go ahead and say, because he's the same mold as the Soundwave, the Sound Blaster, he has all the same articulation. He transforms exactly the same way. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get his transformation out of the way. But before I go any further, let me go ahead and say that you press a little spot right here, pull it back, pops open his chest, and it's got storage for his data disk. And I think that holds up to, I know 2, possibly 3, I don't know. I know at least 2. I haven't gotten any of the additional tapes yet. But His transformation is the exact same as Soundwave or Sound Blaster. Just fold in his fist. Fold, before I forget, fold out his front tires. Now fold out his arms sideways, fold them down. And at this point, we're just going to be covering Blaster's head. Then we fold in the arms like so. Next, we're going to rotate the wheels like so. Fold back the feet. Next, let's go ahead and rotate this piece up. Go ahead and bring it up like so. Now we pop out the hips. Snaps into place. Then after that, we just go ahead and rotate the legs inward like so. You should be able to just get them into place if you do it right. There we go. But, I mean, there we go. We have Blaster's alt mode right here. And, of course, you have storage on the very top of his vehicle mode right there for storing his blaster. But, I mean, overall, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it's a very, very nice, almost like a Cybertronian scion of sorts. Well, that's just my opinion. But what's my verdict? This is actually a really, really nice little mold. It's a really nice repaint. That's what I meant. But if you can find this one, I would definitely consider picking them up. I mean, for a second repaint of the same mold, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it actually does capture, like a Cybertronian blaster, almost like a pre-G1 Cybertronian blaster. What he would have been like. But if you can find this one, I highly recommend him. Never skip out on Blaster. I mean, he's a classic character from the lore. But anyway, that's my review of the Fall of Cybertron Autobot Blaster. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe.